Hi everyone and welcome back to sunny Daytona Beach, Florida, the headquarters of the USTA Florida section. Harry Chickma alongside Laura Bowen and Don Davis, two enthusiasts here helping to grow the sport of tennis in Florida. And we talked about league tennis, which of course the adults and players of all ages and abilities love. But how about community outreach, sharing the love, helping to spread the sport? What do we have going on here in Florida?
Harry, this is something that is so critical to our mission here. 90% of our membership dues go right back into the community, into programming, recreational opportunities, leagues. You know, Don, as president of our Florida Section Foundation, has been so integral to getting the money and the resources out there. So I'm going to let him talk a little bit more about what we've been doing there.
It's the USTA Florida Section Foundation. It's the giving arm of the USTA Florida Section. It was started in 2004. In 2005, we started our grant program, and to date we've given 10 grants worth just under $90,000. These grants go to improve the life, the health, the quality of life of Floridians here in Florida. We help kids, disadvantaged programs, kids that need to have somebody help them with their tennis opportunities. We've done some refurbishment of courts. So the focus of the program is very broad, all public tennis facilities, and we try and help everybody promote tennis here in Florida.
And how about the Veltri Tennis Center that we saw down south? It was amazing to see the wheelchair tennis players competing. You gave quite a bit of money there. Tell me about that program and how you helped them out.
That's a fantastic program. We help them get some of the wheelchairs that are special for tennis players, or athletic wheelchairs. They didn't have the money to do that. The foundation was able to step in and give them those wheelchairs, and that has changed that program tremendously.
And tell me how you feel the sport of tennis can help, save a life or help a life. I know for me, it kept me off the streets growing up when I played the Florida Open, some of the best memories I had down in Fort Myers. And, how do you feel that can help young kids become heroes and really better their lives?
Well, it keeps them active, keeps them, as you said, off the streets. It's really important to provide structure for these kids, and that's what our programs do. So that's really what we're looking to do with the Florida Tennis Foundation.
A lot of times, Harry, we partner with other organizations that are really working to bring those life skills. So we add tennis to what they're already doing, whether that's teaching kids about nutrition and how important that is. I know we did a lot with the Hebney nutritional consultants, and then we also work very closely with the Malavia Washington Foundation up in Jacksonville, and they do a lot to make sure kids are doing well in school and become well-rounded individuals. So we do partner with other organizations and become, a really nice addition to their existing programming.
Absolutely. So much that the USTA Florida section does. Let's now take a look at the program in Plantation and some other awesome initiatives.
Look at the kids that are getting introduced to tennis. They make it affordable for families to bring their kids out and do. I look at some of the communities that they go in, and the First Serve program was a great part of that. Here are kids who had never heard of tennis. The parents couldn't even spell tennis, but taking the program into that community, making it affordable, and a lot of times it was just come out and enjoy the program. There were no costs. They provide the rackets, the balls, the instructors, so the kids and the parents all get exposed to something different. And especially in a lot of the black communities. That's more, to my heart, because it also gives these kids a chance to say, there's something more than basketball, something more than football. There are tennis scholarships out there. Here's something else to strive for. And it's huge.
We focus on getting young people involved in the sport, and we promote tennis for young people and some people who don't have the advantages of other people, people who may not have the monetary ability to play tennis. We bring tennis to them so that they have it as a sport of a lifetime. So I'm proud to be a volunteer with the USTA Florida.
Since being with them for a number of years now and seeing a lot of the different programs and things and having been a part of that, I also volunteered at one time, worked for the Arthur Ashe First Serve program when it was first initiated. And that was my intro into the community part of USTA and how the membership dollars and everything that they do actually comes back to my community. And that's really what spurred me on to give more and volunteer more and become a more integral part of the organization. people you get exposed to, people like yourselves and others. I mean, you get to meet them and you get to just enjoy the camaraderie of somebody who has the same passion that you do. And I mean, you make lifelong friends and network.
The problem was these people would like to play, but they have no equipment to play on. No tennis venues have wheelchairs at their offices for people to come down and use. So this is the project that we moved on, and this was why the grant was written. To bring wheelchairs down to keep at a tennis venue so anyone who's disabled, on a cane or in a wheelchair, can come down and try. The USTA gave me the opportunity to move this grant into reality, and it's wonderful. I went up to Health Share South, talked to 50 people in wheelchairs, and they do a lot of things. I said, well, why don't you play tennis? And they all looked at me, well, how? I said, well, I have the answer. The USTA has enabled us to go out and buy 6 top pull sport chairs, and they're here. So come down and play. So it's a wonderful opportunity.
What do you like about wheelchair tennis?
Just the competition part, and I can play with my wife, I can play with a neighbor. You don't have to necessarily play against somebody in a wheelchair. You can play against another person, able-bodied. The only difference is we get 2 bounces, so as long as they're, playing like they get 1 bounce, I get 2, I can play a regular match. It's really good. We do a lot of mixed doubles with my wife and some of her co-workers and stuff. It's fun. On the tour, it's like everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows when there's a new person that's really competitive. It's fun.
Where do you go out and find an organization that can go out and see the problem and reach out for people who can't play? How do you go and you help them solve their problem? There's no other facility that does that. The USTA, and I've been a member a long time, and I am proud to be a member. In fact, I got my book and I learned how to play doubles a little better this week. But the hints are great. So the USTA and their funding organization with Linda and the Florida group has made a reality of a dream no other group. And I've written to other people with different grants, and no one has come back like the USTA. So I am proud to be a member, and I am proud to be here.
You actually are bringing tennis to maybe some kids who may not have gotten tennis before. One of the things I love most is being at events and meeting the people, and you get a chance to talk to a lot of the parents, a lot of the kids, and you find out the needs, and the USTA Florida staff is wonderful. So I think they do a lot of wonderful, great things for tennis and for people.
Well, indeed, it is all about giving back and helping the community here at the USTA Florida section. And what are your thoughts on that with giving back and also the Veltri Tennis Center?
One thing to say about Veltri, which is really important, is that it was a joint effort between USTA Florida as a section and the USTA Florida Foundation. And I think that you saw what an impact that had. So, Don, how much money did we give total from the foundation and from the section?
Well, from the Share the Love program, we gave $11,000, and the foundation made up the difference of their grant application by giving $6,000. So it was definitely a joint effort, and the Share the Love program and the foundation operate as a combined giving program for USTA Florida section.
And also Meals of Hope, something to look forward to as well.
Yeah, that was exciting. We, at our annual meeting last year, we had, probably 300 people in a room packaging these meals, ready-to-eat meals that went out into the community for families that are really struggling. And, we've done more with them, Don, right?
We have. We're going to do it again this year.
Great.
Last year, we packaged 42,000 meals in a little over 2 hours, about 300 volunteers. And it's a nice way to get everybody at USTA Florida involved in our giving program. We had a ball, we had music playing, it was an event that everybody enjoyed, and they've all asked that we do it again this year. So the foundation is sponsoring that program again this year, and we're going to do Meals of Hope again this year.
Well, very excellent stuff going on here with the USTA Florida section. Much more coming up from Daytona Beach. We'll be right back after this. This coaching tip is brought to you by Geico, offering USTA Florida members special savings on insurance. Call today for a quote and tell them you are a USTA member.
Hi, this is Jan Proctor from Delray Beach, and this is your USTA Florida wheelchair tip of the day. Whenever you're going for a stroke, you must hold on to the chair. If you're right-handed, your left hand must maintain itself on the wheel in order to maintain control of the chair. Otherwise, the chair will lose control and your stroke that is going forward could end up with your chair backwards. Remember, hold on to the chair. That's your USTA Florida tip of the day.